Hi Aries, how's everybody doing? Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on for us for the week. Ooh, the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups speaks about really connecting with something or someone, feeling like you found something you really resonate with or someone that you really resonate with. Maybe you're also deciding how you feel about something. There may be a connection that comes up and you have to kind of judge it for yourself. Maybe it's also about not jumping into things too quickly. Yeah, I'm seeing some feels that we have here with the Queen of Cups. You know, definitely what I have noticed personally for myself with my Aries moon is that sometimes when I feel interested in something, I get a zoom onto like whatever this thing is that I'm interested in, and it becomes my entire world. And so sometimes there's a sense of like needing to back up a little bit, because I think it's beautiful when you feel so mesmerized by something that it kind of becomes your center focus in everything. And there's also a sense of needing to like ground and also make sure that you have perspective too. So having both of those things, because I'm seeing like someone or something that you feel very, very, very connected with, sentimental, emotional. Does not have to be romantic, although it can be. It looks like something that comes about surprisingly, but it's something that you're going to be able to work through. Maybe you're also having a breakthrough emotionally too. I'm looking at Cancer and Mars here. I'm hearing odd couple. I'm just channeling. This is not my personal opinion. Odd couple. Maybe you're just very different. Ooh, double Aquarian energy. How about that? And Aries, I'm looking at you on the bottom of the deck. I'm looking at both Uranus and Aquarius with the Fool and the Star. It looks like a new connection. You may be meeting somebody new. You may go somewhere that's different than where you normally go and you meet this person. Can be some type of event. Can be like a rally, a parade. Something like celebrating freedom even. Or it's just a new place that you go to or somewhere that's different. With Uranus energy, because Uranus can be like something spontaneous, or you do something differently than you had been. This looks like a new connection that you would be cultivating with someone. Definitely a sense of feeling connected with this emotionally. Can be romantic for sure with the Queen of Cups here. But it's interesting though, I'm seeing your energy kind of be the Queen of Cups. Let's get further and see. Yeah, I feel like you're having a breakthrough emotionally with something. Maybe also you weren't really connecting with things, and then all of a sudden you have like a moment of really big inspiration, or you feel like something really resonates with you, or you really identify with something. Or you feel in touch in a way that you hadn't been. It feels like you've been kind of on your own solo journey and going through that process too. Like, I'm seeing you kind of be... I'm hearing swimming in new territory. There's a sense of focusing on your healing, being very patient, like waiting for your manifestations to come to fruition. I'm seeing temperance. So this is like about moderating and controlling things that need moderation and control, being aware, trying to be more adaptable. This Mars energy looks like it really kicks something off for you, though. So it seems almost like one of those moments where there's an earthquake and you're kind of trying to stabilize. Yeah, for some of you, you may be like changing locations, or you're traveling somewhere and that's where you meet this person. They could like live at a distance from you even. But I am seeing a strong energetic connection that you have with them. Strong intellectual connection. So right next to the Queen of Cups, I'm seeing Cancer, and right above the King of Swords, I'm looking at Aquarius. These feel significant to the reading. I'm also looking at Sag energy, Mars and Uranus. Mercury. Yeah. I'm hearing fighting chance. It looks like you've made progress with stepping up and getting comfortable, like communicating, calling things out, saying what needs to be said rather than shying away from it. Like, it looks like you've done a lot to cultivate, like, taking action, especially verbally. It's like not just physically, but also verbally too, and being like smart and thoughtful about the decisions that you're making. It seems more action oriented rather than receptive. So maybe this is also about you. It looks like you've done healing in relation to how you communicate about your emotional space. And it seems like this had been a challenge for you, but it's something that you cultivated. And it's something that may actually grant you the opportunity to connect with someone, whereas you may have not had this chance otherwise. So I'm seeing this tower kind of be your doing here. So like the tower comes about because of something that you did. So, and as I said before in the beginning, it felt very much like a breakthrough. So I'm seeing this be a good tower. Seeing you like finally cross to the other side of somewhere you'd been trying to go. Finally break through. It looks like you've been waiting and on the lookout for something too. Wanting to feel connected with someone that you feel like maybe gives a similar energy. It's like wanting to connect with someone on your same level. You maybe also be trying new things out too. I'm seeing the Page of Swords be... The Page of Swords can be inquisitive and curious and ready to, like, gather information. But it seems like this gaze is aimed at, like, a person in particular, or you're looking for a certain type of person. But you want it to be someone that, like, reflects your energy in a way. Because I'm looking at the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is a very like attractive and magnetic energy, and it's someone that's not afraid to take the lead and like to show up and to get things done. And there's a sense of wanting someone that reflects that type of energy. I'm seeing Sag also by the... I'm seeing Sag and Mars right next to each other. And below them both is the King of Wands, and now we have the King of Cups. Yeah, it looks like not allowing things to like emotionally or passionately get out of control is going to be important. It's like you're also looking for someone grounded too, because this can be something that you've been working on within yourself as well. Like maybe also learning like new coping strategies, how to center your energy, how to ground it, and wanting to be around people that like give off that energy of being like passionate and getting things done, but also like being composed emotionally. This is a very, very developed, I'm hearing skillful energy. In the first spread, I'm looking at Cancer, Mars, Uranus, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Mercury. And now I'm looking at Virgo. It looks like you've been reflecting on your emotional state. For some of you, you could be recording this. Like, you could be, like, journaling or, like, recording, like, audio diaries or something like that even. It's something about your mood even. You could, like, be doing a mood tracker or something. Or something mental health related. This may be a side note for some of you. You could be looking for, like, a therapist or a naturopath, some type of healer even that you're getting connected with. Could always be cultivating this within yourself, too. Doesn't have to be someone outside of you. Okay, so something's going on emotionally. It looks like some type of turmoil that you recognize when you look within. But I want to see further about why this is. It almost looks like on the inside you're composed, but then on the outside you may not be feeling composed. Or maybe you're craving some type of action even. Or like maybe some type of intense interaction that you want. It looks like there's some type of outlet that's needed, but it's something that wouldn't have you feeling like you're going back on your progress that you've been making. Because it seems like you've really learned how to compose your energy. Maybe to the point where sometimes you even avoid certain conflicts. It's like maybe before when you were poked, you would have like very much reacted, and maybe there's a different type of energy around you now. Maybe this is just someone you're not seeing eye to eye with, too. Yeah, what it looks like to me is that I'm seeing you be, like, really in touch emotionally with what's going on for you, but it looks like you're trying to communicate with someone potentially or having some type of interaction, and, like, someone is not being completely transparent. Maybe also because they like, lack self-knowing or self-understanding. It's like they may not be yet like fully developed in a way where they can have, I'm hearing a transient conversation with you. Transient, interesting. Like maybe just not a clear conversation with you. It's like if somebody's not clearly seeing themselves, how can they like describe themselves to you? There are going to be things missing because they're not seeing everything. So there's a sense of like not seeing eye to eye, because I'm seeing like there's definitely emotional work that you've been doing, and like I'm hearing training for some, maybe something to do with like, I don't know, personal or professional life. Anyway, there's a lot of self-reflection that you've been doing, a lot of healing, a lot of like focusing on coping skills and adjusting and adapting and like finding your calm center, all of that. And then there's a sense of like coming into contact with someone that like it may be more difficult to have certain conversations with them, and you may be like walking away from them altogether, your connection that you have with this person. This may be someone that is like curious about what you're doing, but they're not very supportive too. And this is something that may stick out to you. It's like they want to ask you 21 questions, and then like they're not really supportive of what it is that you're doing. So you're wondering why you're even having a conversation with someone in the first place. Because I'm seeing someone that may like trigger you or activate you, whatever you want to call it. And it's someone that, like, you may not allow to goad you anymore, but there's a sense of being like, why am I still around this? And I'm seeing you walk away from a situation. I'm seeing love for sure be there, but maybe you just need boundaries with someone. Because it seems like when you come into contact with them, maybe lately, like, there's definitely a sense of things not going smoothly, but it's more so because of, like, some type of, like, animosity or saltiness on their end, I'm seeing. Because it's really interesting. I'm very much seeing you as the King of Cups in this spread. And the King of Cups is grounded and centered. And not going to, like, show that they're bothered by something because they're actually, like, taking care of things internally. So it's someone that doesn't feel the need to walk up to someone and be like, hey, you offended me. It's someone that is like, you know what, I understand that I have to, like, deal with this myself, you know? And someone that's going to take responsibility and own what it is that they're feeling. But you may be dealing with someone that's not yet in that place. And so there's a notion of, like, maybe not being around them for right now, because it's somebody that, as I said before, may not be supportive, although they're very, like, inquisitive and curious about what it is that you're doing. But yeah, it may just be for reasons that, I don't know, you may just be disinterested being around this energy because it's not bringing anything that you feel like is benefiting your life. So it almost seems kind of like a nuisance, but the thing is, like, I'm hearing pact. I'm also hearing compact. I'm seeing a relationship that you have with this person where there definitely is love, but there's a sense of, like, you love this person and know also that you need space or to move away from them, maybe just to disengage for the time being. This is someone that's not ready to, like, be open and vulnerable. This is someone that still, like, has a wall up. So it's like, as much as you can model behavior even for this person or, like, tell them about coping strategies and stuff like that, they're not receptive to it. Even though they're asking, it's like they're asking, but not so they can use it for themselves. So it's like just for conversation. It's not for, like, a deeper purpose, I'm seeing. Which may also be kind of frustrating too, because it's like, why are you asking me all of this stuff if it's not for you? Because this person may be like, yeah, it's for me or for my journey or whatever, and then, like, you see that it's not being used in the way that they said. So as much as you may want to be helpful or know that you could be if this person were open, there's a sense of, like, backing away from this. Because I'm seeing, like, it may just lead to further altercations with this individual. Because you may have even had things, like, more subtly going on and you didn't have, like, any sort of, like, breakout or big, like, blowout with this person, but it may be leading to that point if you don't walk away from this and, like, take some sort of space. I'm just looking at Pluto here. Oh, Pluto and Virgo. Yeah, you're being guided to set boundaries with this person. It's to protect yourself emotionally, I'm seeing. Also, too, this person, as I said before about the inquisitive, like, 21 question type of energy, you're being guided to just shut it down, whatever it is, but by having boundaries. And to do it from a grounded place, too. You're going to feel more confident because of it, I'm seeing. Like, you're going to feel empowered by making this decision. You setting boundaries and kind of taking a step back is also going to help you sort through how you're feeling, because I'm seeing too that you may have stayed in a situation because you, like, love someone and you care for someone, but you may recognize that that's not an excuse to stay in a connection or to stay, like, so actively present within a connection that is out of balance or unhealthy. So you may recognize that, like, if you stay in some connection, you may be, like, enabling, or it may be, like, somewhat codependent even. I'm kind of just getting that feel, like, you may have been making excuses for this person because you love them, but then you're like, is that really love, or is that something else, you know? And I mean, this person could have said that too. Like, you wouldn't walk away if you really love me. You know what I mean? So. And like Aries being who we are as well, it's like, of course I'll prove my love to you, you know? So. But this is more so about like you like really living out this energy where you have like developed yourself so much emotionally, and about setting healthy boundaries, and about reflecting on what you're really feeling, and about making healthy and smart decisions for yourself, and not being in a constant state of conflict because you're staying in an environment that like isn't conducive to like the type of environment that you know is healthy for you, you know, that isn't conducive to like your growth and your healing. It looks too like this is actually going to help you develop and work on the relationships that you are going to feel like close with somebody with. Because within the connection that you have with this person, and again, it does not have to be romantic, although it can be. This can be like a friend or a parent or a child or a sibling or a friend, whatever. Or it can be a partner. There's a sense of in like you moving away from an energy that it's hard to connect with, because I'm almost seeing it be like you are a magnet, and I'm seeing like their energy is like not compatible with you, and so it's like even though you're a magnet, you can't like stick to it because they're not open to connecting. I'm seeing like you get closer to a connection where you're like meeting another magnet that is compatible to you, where you guys are both going to be open and receptive as well. And so there's a sense of there being a back and forth, but you need to like extricate yourself from the situation with this other energy before you can connect with this other person or these other people, because I'm not seeing this be like just one particular relationship. This can be connecting with like a whole spectrum of different people, but ones that you're going to feel connected with because people are looking to connect and be like open and vulnerable and genuine as well, authentic. In the spread, I'm looking at Virgo, Pluto, Gemini. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody so very much for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.